Hi everyone, it's Mrs. McInnes here. What I thought I would do to help you along a little bit with the trig exam questions was to make you a video of the worked solutions. A lot of people have been asking me for help with some of these questions, so I thought the best thing to do was just to make a video of me working through these questions for you. So let's make a start. So the first question here is, the sketch below shows a plot of land purchased to build a house on. We're told at present the land is valued £280 per square metre. Calculate the value of the plot shown to the nearest £10. So we're told here that the value of the land is related to how many square metres it is. So this question is about area. So that's the first thing to try and sort of puzzle out, is what is this asking me for? So for area of a triangle, we need two sides and the angle in between. So if you can see here, the shape is split into two triangles for you. So in that top triangle, we've got two sides and the angle in between. So that triangle, we could do the area of no bother. The bottom triangle, we have one side and one angle. So we would actually need a second side. Okay, so we need this side here, the green one that I've highlighted, because we need the angles, the sides either side of the angle. So the first thing we need to do here is work out how long this dotted line is. So we're looking to find the length of a side of a triangle. So the top triangle, you have two sides and an angle in between. So by now I would be hoping that you could recognise that you don't have what you need for sine rule, because you would need another angle to do sine rule for that side. So we have what we need for cosine rule. So I would be hoping by now, after all the practice we've been doing, that you could recognise that. So the first thing I'm going to do is label the corners of this top triangle here. So small a, small b, small c. So I'm going to be finding that side that's labelled with small case letter A. So a squared equals b squared plus c squared minus 2bc cos A. So side B is 23, so 23 squared, and side C is 22, so 22 squared minus 2 times 23 times 22 times cos of the angle at A, which is 70. So when you type all that into your calculator, you will get 666.875 and so on. So to get A, we would square root that last answer. So remember to use your answer button on your calculator. So for A, we are going to get a value of 25.8 metres. So now that you have that side, we need to do our area calculations. So the top triangle, we have the 22 metres, the 23 metres, and the angle of 70. So I'm going to do that one first. So area equals half. In this case, the angle is A that I've got. So if I was going to write the letters out in the correct order for my formula, it would be half BC sine A. So it's going to be half times 23 times 22 times sine 70. So the area of that top triangle is 237.7 metres squared. I'm going to go for one decimal place. With the other triangle, the one that I've highlighted with green, we've got 15 metres. We've got the side that we've just worked out for A is 25.8 and the angle is 40. So I'm actually just going to go straight to putting that into the calculation. I'm not going to worry too much about the letters. So it's a half times 15 times 25.8 times sine of 40. You can put letters on that triangle if you want to, but at this point it would be fine just to do the working with the numbers in the calculation. So the answer for this one is 124.4 metres squared. So total area, we would add these two together, so 237.7 and 124.4. So your total area here is 362.1 meters squared. So you were asked for the value. So the value we were told was £280 per square metre. So we've got 362.1 square metres. So times £280, we're going to get 101,388, and then to the nearest £10 for rounding the answer. So that would be 101,390. So £101,390. Okay, the next question that I chose for you to do was this question about an octagon. So the distance from the centre of a regular octagon to one of its vertices is 5 centimetres. Calculate the area of this octagon. So thinking about what topic we're looking at, there's obviously triangles in here we can use. So if I draw in another, almost a radius it looks like, you've got your triangle now. So we know that these are 5 centimetres, all these lines from the centre to the edge. So we're looking for area. So to do area, we need the two sides and we need that angle in the middle. So this shape here, you could split into 8 triangles if you were to draw all these in. So in the centre, you've got a full circle, which is 360, and you split it into 8. That means that each angle is 45 degrees. So in this little triangle that I'm working with, I now have the information that I need. So area of one triangle will be a half times 5 times 5 times sine 45. Again, if you want to label that triangle A, B and C and put the letters in, you can do. But as long as you understand how to put the numbers in the formula, I'm quite happy with that piece of work in there. So your answer here will be 8.8388, so on. So that's one triangle, but this octagon is made up of 8 of those triangles. So the area of the octagon will be that last answer times 8. So that's going to give you an answer of 70.7, and the units here would be centimetres squared. Okay, question number 4. So here we have a triangle PQR with the sides shown in centimetres on the diagram. We're being asked to show that cos PQR is equal to 0.75. So if you're asked to show something, then it's a proof question, okay? You're trying to prove that cos PQR is 0.75. So the angle PQR, if you follow those letters in order, PQR is this angle down here at Q. So the angle that you're actually finding is cos Q. So if we letter the sides, so P, Q and R, and our formula, if it's cos of Q, it will be the other two letters first. So P squared plus R squared, and then minus that Q squared over 2PR. So if we put these numbers in the right places, here we have 12 squared plus 10 squared minus 8 squared over 2 times 12 times 10. This type of question would probably be a non-calculator question because it's a show that the answer is 0.75 style question. It's probably non-calculator, so I'm going to do it without. So 12 squared is 144, 10 squared is 100, 8 squared is 64, and then on the bottom 2 times 12 is 24 times 10 is 240. So if you carry on working that through, so 144 plus 100, well that's 244 minus 64 over 240. So 244 minus 64 is 180 over 240. And then we just need to simplify that down. So you could divide them both by 10 to get 18 over 24. Divide them down again, they both divide by 6. You'll get 3 over 4, which is 0.75. That's the same thing. So that is what you were asked to show. Show that cos of PQR is 0.75. Okay, question number 5 here. We have a flagpole is attached to a wall and supported by a wire PQ as shown in the diagram. The wire is 3.5 metres long and makes an angle of 55 degrees on the vertical wall. So the units on that diagram actually should just be metres, not centimetres. So we're told, given that the point P is 4.5 metres above R in the diagram, find the length of the flagpole. So you're told that that vertical side there is 4.5 metres. So in your triangle, you have your letters already, so we could start off by lettering the sides. So we've got small p, small q, small r. We're being asked to find the length of the flagpole. So we're being asked for side P. So again, for finding a length in a triangle, it's either going to be sine rule or cosine rule. If it was sine rule for finding a side, you would need another angle filled in there. You don't have what you need to do your sine rule. And again, I'm hoping by now that we can recognise if we have two sides with the angle in between that it's cosine rule. So we're finding this side P, so it's going to be P squared equals, and it's the other two letters, so Q squared plus R squared minus 2QR cos P. So filling this in now, we have 4.5 squared plus 3.5 squared minus 2 times 4.5 times 3.5 times cos 55. So when we do that in the calculator, we're going to get 14.432 ... So for P, we're going to square root that answer. So our side P, we're going to get 3.8 metres.